Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here today at the Frazee High School, the home of the Fighting Hornets, with Community Education Director Dave Troutman. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Hank. Nice to have you up here.
So, what's happening with you and Community Ed?
Well, we have a number of things coming up here in March and April, early May. It gets really busy. One of the first classes, I guess, that I would like to mention is we have a fishing techniques for area lakes, and we have Brad Lobbs coming in, professional guide, and he's willing to share some of his secrets and what he does in area lakes, and we hope to all increase our fishing powers and abilities for this summer. Other items we have on March 25th, we've got customizing your smartphones. The real kicker on that piece is that if you come, it's a $5 charge, but at the same time you get a $25 gift certificate, so it's kind of a pretty good win situation. You get to learn a little bit about your smartphones, you get a gift certificate, it's a good deal. And then we have defensive driving, which we have the starter course, which is on April 7th and 8th. It's an 8-hour course. They'll do it 4 hours each night. The second night is a refresher part as well, so she'll combine both of those sessions. And
the great thing about that is, too, is you can get a certificate on this, and you turn this into your insurance company, and it helps keep your rates down.
Yes, it will. I believe it's 10%, and it's a good deal. And we get a number of people that they line up for this one. They want to make sure that they keep themselves up to date because of that. Also, there will be a refresher course that will be a little later in April, and that one is in Vergas on April 16th. We have firearm safety training, which is coming up. That's a period of 4 sessions. It begins on April 7th. There's an age requirement for that. I believe it's 11 years and older. There are some specifics to that, so call our office and we'll fill you in on that. We have another community CPR and first aid course opportunity at the Frazee Rescue Building, and that's on April 12th. And that's always been a good course for us. We ran it in Vergas, we ran it in Frazee earlier, and we're running a spring course as well now. Then we have a couple other big ones I guess I really want us to be aware of as well. April 29th, we've got a Fargo theater trip called Sweethearts of Branson. And we're taking an Anderson bus. We're going over for an afternoon, and there will be, I guess there's comedy involved, there's gospel singing, and it's just an entertaining theater production that I think a lot of the people will like. Right now, we're at probably 2/3 of the bus being full. We want to get it to full so that we get this to happen. So,
and how much is that?
That's $50, and they need to call Judy Goebel at our community ed office, and she'll sign you up and get you registered. And obviously, we'd like to have it the sooner the better, so we can let them know that we're coming with a full crew. And a couple other ones that we have that are in the future, but we're kind of excited about as well, is we were able to nail down the blood screening day, and it's on April 30th, and it'll be down at our clinic downtown here in Frazee. So it'll be really a positive thing for us and our community as well. And one other one that I'd like to mention is on May 7th, we have our Day of Caring.
One of my favorites.
Well, actually, it's been a big hit, and hopefully the weather, plays along with us again this year. But if they have something they want to have done, please contact our office so we can get you on the schedule. And again, this is one of those things, the sooner you do it, the better.
And how do we contact your office?
Okay, we can contact that by calling 218-334-3181, option 3, or you can check us out on www.frazee.k12.mn.us.
I appreciate you being on the program, Dave.
You bet. Thank you, Hank.
And with that, we'll be back for another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm still up here at Frazee High School with Carrie Scholes. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Hank. Thanks for having me.
And how's things at ECFE?
They are going well, and we have lots of activities coming up. Can I share a few?
You bet. Go right ahead.
April has kind of the bulk of what's happening now. And first of all, on April 7th, that's a Monday, Week of the Young Child, and we've talked about this a little bit before. It's going to be a little bit different this year. We're planning a trip around the town where instead of having all the activities taking place at the elementary, the parents with children 0 to 5 will come to the elementary, check in. I'll give them a little packet letting them know which businesses are participating, and then the families can go tour these businesses. Some are giving out samples, some are doing tours. And then we end at 11 o'clock at the link, where each child will receive a free book for participating. So I think that will be fun. And then Tuesday, the 8th of April, is the long-anticipated trip to the NDSU for the baby animal field trip. We've also added a second trip include on that day to the Yumcomst, and that's in Moorhead. So again, families with children 0 to 5 years old come with a parent. The bus leaves at 8:30. They get to the NDSU campus and we'll get to see a variety of baby animals, and then they'll leave and go to the Yumcomst. The one thing we want to point out is to dress for this, probably boots on the kids and maybe bring gloves, and to bring a packed lunch because they'll eat lunch at the Yumcomst after we tour that place. And they should return about 1 on that day. So it's kind of a half-day trip.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
The kids enjoy that, and it's been a few years since we've been there, so it'll be kind of a new adventure again. The other thing, on the 29th, it's a Tuesday of April, we have our ECFE Head Start Father Group Adopt a Highway. And that's just an important piece, I think, for families to get involved in. The kids love it. We meet at the Evergreen Lutheran Church. It's about 10 miles out of town. The kids love it. They love seeing what they can find in the ditches and bagging it up, and we try to see who can get the most. It's a little mile. A nice, quiet, mile-long strip that we work on. And then afterwards, John Holzhauer, who has been a very involved dad in our program, brings his grill, and we have hot dogs and some snacks, and the kids have a lot of fun with that. So we hope we can get more dads to come out for that.
John's a great guy.
He is very involved, and we appreciate him. And then May, we have something a little different, a May Day special. It takes place on Thursday the 1st. That is, we're trying to hopefully get kids to bring their grandparents, again, preschoolers with their grandparents or parents, whoever can come. We have a special activity for them to do, and that will take place from 9 till 11 in the ECFE room. And the one thing I want to emphasize today is we're taking registrations now for the next fall. So any classes parents might be interested in, whether it's for child alone, the preschool classes, or for these type of activities. And actually, we don't have those out for next fall yet. The one thing, mixed ages, where children 0 to 5 come with their parents, that will be on again next fall. So they can call any time to register for that.
Well, it sounds like a lot of exciting things coming up, with the early child family education. So, and I think it's great. I like to see these trips. I like to see you get the kids outdoors. I like to see the parents involved, because the family part of it's big.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Yeah, we really try to get the parents and grandparents. Love seeing them.
Yes.
And our programs also.
And I'm glad you're doing something on May Day.
Yeah, you going to stop by?
I think I am.
And maybe you'll get to make a special activity here.
Well, I appreciate you being on the show, Carrie. Any final words you have?
Just be sure and call Judy at 334-3181, option 3, and she can get you registered for any of our classes.
Okay. And with that, we'll be back next week for Spotlight on Frazee. So pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor, and we'll see you.